Guys, welcome back to the science lesson. Our lessons for today be about physical properties of a matter. What are the physical properties of matter? First of all, let me remind you some things about matter. As you know, we say that matter is anything that has a mass and takes up space. It be a matter. Today, I'm gonna learn you what are the properties of matter, because of each matter has some property. For example, when you see a box, if I ask you about the box property, you have to say the box was a square and the big size, and its color was a purple, or it was red. Okay, those things, it be the properties of the box. Okay, and each of the matter have some property, and today we are learns about the physical properties, just some properties of matter. Which of the properties be the physical property? Physical properties are the properties that can be observed or measured without changing an object or any materials it's made of into something else. It means those properties that make a change of matter, make a change of matter, but this changing will not make a matters to roots into a new substance. It doesn't make a matters to a new substance, a new structure. Okay, for example, when you have a paper, when you cut the papers, the paper shapes will be changed, but the paper was the first time, if it was carbon or something else in a structure, and after you cut it, the size will be changed, but the structures will be the same. Some examples of the physical property would be mass and size. And some of the other physical properties of substance never change. This includes color, smell, attractions or magnets, and melting and boiling points. You have to know those physical property, it doesn't change, never change. Here we have some properties. Texture, it means the matter, when you touch the matter, if the matter is be smooth or it's be the rough, those property, it be a physical property. Example for surface may be rough or smooth, waxy or powdery, other property that can be observed. Another property would be malleability. It means it's be the matter, it's a soft or not. The matter, you can roll it into another things by its softening. Here we have aluminum. Aluminum has the malleable property. By this property, you can roll aluminums into many things. You can make sheets, or you can make a cans by aluminum, because of aluminum it's soft, it's a malleable. That's why we can use aluminum for making those stuff. But aluminum will be when by the malleable changing, when you change the aluminum shapes, the structure, it doesn't change. The aluminum will stay the like it was the first. Another property is be ductility. Ductility, it means the ability of substance to be pulled into thin threads without breaking. It means if you can make some substance threads-like structures without breaking. For example, gold. You can make anything, any shapes, you can design it the golds to anything that you want, because of the gold has the ductile property. You can roll it into a there's like a structure, or you can roll it into a wire shapes. Okay, that's why it's be the physical property. It means you can change it, but this changing by this property, it doesn't make a new substance. The gold will stay the gold. And another property would be density. Density is the amount of mass that first fits in a given volume. Density, each matter has a density. And how you can find the density of matter? By dividing its mass by its volume. It means if I ask you about the density, how you can find, you have to know that it's by dividing its mass by its volume. And another properties of matter would be buoyancy. Buoyancy, it means buoyancy is the ability of fluids in the liquids or raise in gas. For example, when you flew the balloons, what will be happen? The balloons will be raised. Because of what? Because of the density of the air's balloon. Air's balloon is less than the density of the air. Another example, when you put some things into a glass of water, some of the matters will be floats and some of them will be sink in the water. Why? Because of those matter that they are floats in the water, they have the density less than density of water. But those matter that they sinks in the water, they have density more than the water's density. And these questions, it be your homeworks too. Physical changes. By those physical property, we can change the matter, but in a shape or in a size or something like that. But those changes, it doesn't make a matter into a new things. The matter's structures will not change by those property. When a substance goes through a physical change, and some of its physical property may change, but it doesn't become different substance. For example, here we have a piece of paper. When you cut into 100 of tiny bits, it means goes through a physical change. Because of what? The shapes of the papers will be changed, the size it will be changed, but a new substance will not be formed. That's why we can say to it a physical change. Another example, it's a quartz. Quartz is made from silicon and oxygens. After as the cliff erodes, what will be happen? The quartz will be the same, silicon and oxygen's atom. It means the quartz structure doesn't change by erodes. And here we have another example. It's be aluminum. Aluminum, you can roll it into thin flexible foil that will not break when it bends or shapes. Or rolling, bending, and shaping are physical property are possible because of the physical property of aluminum. It's a malleability. It means anything that you want, you can make it by aluminum. Because of what? Because of the aluminum has a property, has malleability. Malleability is the physical properties. And another changes of gold, it be what? Gold you can make for jewelry, any shapes that you want, you can form it by it. Not only they use the gold not only because it's rare or and it looks good, but they use the gold because the gold has a physical property like a malleable and ductile. This questions it be your homeworks too, with the reviews questions too. Hope you understand it well.